Bored Panda by Mike Bender and illustrated by Chuck Dillon. It all began the day Panda's power went out. Without anything on his screen, Panda didn't know what to do with himself. He looked around his room at all the same old stuff, and suddenly realized that he was feeling bored. So bored. And for Panda, the only things worse than being bored were eating lima beans, taking a freezing cold shower, and having to look through Auntie's antique paperclip collection. Panda would have asked his baby sister to play with him, but all she could do was drool and sleep, usually both at the same time. He found his father when he was busy doing chores, and everyone knows choring equals boring. Panda's mom was working in the garden, 2 green thumbs down. Why not take a walk in the forest? You never know what will inspire you. Panda didn't know. Nothing. Walks were quiet. Walks were slow. Walks were the old Panda's. But since he didn't have anything better to do, he followed the path into the forest to prove his mother wrong. It wasn't long before he came upon Porcupine, who was always needling him with questions. Morning, Panda, out for a stroll? Nope, just bored. Bored? Oh, how exciting! What could possibly be exciting about being bored? Because it means anything is possible. In fact, I was just about to start a new painting. Would you like to pose for me? That sure seemed like a lot of sitting and staring, so Panda decided to keep walking. Next, he ran into Owl. Everyone thought she was so wise, but to Panda, she was just an odd bird. I was about to scout out the perfect spot for a photograph. Would you like to look with me? I've seen Auntie's photos of her pet snail, Gertrude. Think I'll pass for now. Then Panda came upon Beetle, who, well, how does one put this? Liked to play with poop. I'm rolling up some fresh dung for a sculpture. Would you like to help me? Nope. Panda was officially done at dung. So Panda walked and walked and walked, but everything he came across was more boring than ever. I am bored. Bored. He even tried watching the grass grow, which, as it turns out, is exactly like watching the grass grow. Panda was dangerously close to being bored to death, so he decided to turn back for home. But at that very moment, he saw a big crowd gather under the canopy of a magnificent tree. He figured whatever they were there for couldn't be that boring. When Panda walked under the tree, he couldn't believe his eyes. They were Porcupine's painting, bursting with bright colors and bold shapes. Owl's photograph made the forest seem bigger, smaller, and more majestic, all at the same time. And beetle sculptures were so full of interesting details, they almost made Panda want to play with dung. Almost. And all of it was so not boring. Is it possible that being bored isn't boring at all? Panda was so inspired that he ran home to tell his mother about everything he'd seen that day, and even stopped along the way to see more. But when he got home, his family had a very special visitor. Great news! Auntie's brought over some of her famous lima bean soup, but since you have been out and about all day, you may use your Panda Pad a bit before dinner. No thanks, I just want to be bored a little longer. Please subscribe.